For most of you guys that are recruited, you guys know that I have been a teacher for a long time too. While my lessons aren't, as fun and spontaneous as yours, but I do one thing that's really well in my Bushiban, my credit school that I was singing. Okay, I was always the teacher they asked me to help with when it comes to teaching how to sing. So I have quite some experience with that, and because also the principals mentioned about thinking about a Christmas competition, and so I decided to do a presentation according to that. Now, so I guess when using the songs in your teaching, the three things you must carefully think about is number one, choosing the right song. It can't be too hard, okay? It can be too easy. Right song for the right level. If you give lower graders a difficult, like a Katy Perry song for them to sing, they probably won't even finish the first verse because it's just too hard, okay? And not to say inappropriate. And teaching English songs to a non-native speaker requires some techniques, okay, that's not really used when you're teaching English songs to a native speaker, of course. There's things that you must stress out when you're teaching songs, because English is a flowing language, it's a rhythmic language. So when you're doing that, you need to be aware of certain things. And last one is activity and games. So that activities and games that you can use for singing, okay, or with your singing. So this might become helpful in your scenario class. So choosing the right song, okay? Now choosing the right song is difficult, okay? How to pick the right song? Now for first and second graders, let's take Christmas as a theme. Which one of these will be an appropriate song for them? Number one, Santa Claus is coming to town. Jingle Bell, or Santa? Do you know that song, Santa?
Sing it for us.
S-A-N-T-A, S-A-N-T-A. Okay.
Basically, bingo without Santa.
Okay, so everybody agree, right? Santa. Okay, definitely not these two songs because they're just too difficult. There's too many words. Okay, we want to pick the songs with the verses and sentences that's repetitive and easy for them to learn. Not a lot of new words to memorize. Okay, so when they're performing, you don't hear like if they're doing Santa Claus, you will have Santa Claus, you have something like that. It's pretty bad, kind of frustrating when you're doing the songs. And for third graders and above, okay, let's give it a try. Santa Claus is coming to town. The Christmas song. Chestnut roasting, rolling over the fire. That one.
No.
And that's White Christmas? Did I make a mistake? No. Okay.
No, that's
okay. Jingle Bell Rock. Which one?
Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell Rock? Raise your hand. Okay? Good. You guys have it. Okay. Very good. Very experienced. That's right. Jingle Bell Rock is probably the best choice. For the reason being, it has a really strong tempo. Okay? And strong tempo helps kids memorize the songs and learn the verses quickly. Okay? And it doesn't have a lot of words compared to the Christmas song of Santa Claus is coming to town. This one is more like a performing piece for singer. So not recommended. Okay? And at my previous school, I've been asked to do a lot of ridiculous things. For example, leading the kids to sing Mariah Carey's Christmas songs. I tried my best. Yes, I tried my best. We managed to sound okay when we're doing together at the end of the month. Okay.
I love to sing, so whatever.
Yeah, and but in my class, I used to teach like one new song per month. I will let the kids pick out the latest pop song they want to learn. But I've been teaching them for a while, and their English is pretty good, so they were able to do a lot of the Katy Perry or Taylor Swift songs they wanted to learn. So that was a fun experience with them. Now, but for you guys, if you're teaching the kids in your school, still stick with the basic because you don't want to make it too hard for them. Now, for first and second graders, you probably would like to do songs like Santa, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, because it's repetitive. We wish you, and it's pretty easy. I'm a Little Snowman, okay? If you don't know the song, you can check online, okay? I'm not quite familiar with this song because, I don't know if you know, it has some like buttons on my something. I forgot. Anyway, it's a really easy song to learn. And third graders and above, you can try Jingle Bell Rock, Deck the Halls, or Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer without the first part, because the first part is too long. You know, the introduction.
Dasher and Dancer and Prancer.
Yeah, that's too hard for them. So I usually skip that one, just say Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and the melody is quite, you know, familiar to the kids, so they follow up really quickly. So these are the songs I recommend. Okay? So teaching English song to a non-native speaker, there are several things you need to know. Number one is the stressed and unstressed syllables. Okay? And this is important while teaching the songs, because if they cannot read the words correctly, there's very little chance that it will be seen. Okay? And consonant omission. Okay, this will help the kids a lot when you tell them that which consonants you don't have to pronounce. Okay, especially when the ed and the is put together. There's only one sound left. Okay, the is omitted. Now, and sound linking is also another thing that you need to teach the kids how to do, because they don't know when to link the sounds. Northern American speakers speaking language chunks, so like in the bed, or on the bed, or in park. They speak that as one unit, okay? But the kids don't understand, so they will say in the park. And that's a common way to speak Chinese as well. And so, like for example, this is a simple rhyme, okay? Three little monkeys. I love this rhyme. Okay. So while I was teaching the rhyme, first I taught them how to read it correctly. Okay, and I will use tempo to guide them, the stressed syllables and unstressed. Because I usually tell them, unstressed syllables are not important, meaning you don't spend time with the unstressed syllables, but you spend more time on stressed syllables. So that way the rhythm will come out when you finish the sentence. So I will teach them the stressed syllables, and I will use my hands, I ask them to clap, okay? Three little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell out and bumped his head. Okay, and I'll ask them to do that, and I'll exaggerate my action and voice, of course, so they get that idea. So once they do that, then they'll get the unstressed syllables. And for the kids at the beginning, they couldn't get the rhythm correctly. I would say, well, don't think about the words. Just say da da da. Okay? You da with me, all right? You say da 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 da. Kids will go crazy. Okay? And you ask them to clap and do this with you, so they get the rhythm of the song. And then next, you talk about the sound linking and consonant omissions. For example, like you teach them, don't say on the bed. You say on the bed, on the bed. You don't pronounce the as in the. You pronounce it as a d. So on the bed, on the bed, on the bed. And this way, the kids. Even I know, like native speakers are, we don't really pronounce it as a duh, but in the kids' ears, they hear that, and it's easier for them to catch on. Okay, so I usually tell them that instead of pronouncing it as a duh, try to say duh on the bed, and it makes it easier, and they were able to do the sound linking perfectly. And or words like fell off instead of fell off, I say fell off. Bump this. Okay, and they usually have trouble with the ed pronunciation, when to pronounce as d, when to pronounce as t. So I usually, while the kids I taught, they know the rules already, so they were able to do it. But for kids that don't know the rules, you should spell it on the board, for them to make them to make sure that they know how to say it. So for this, bumped his head, I will connect it together, and I'll say instead of saying bumped his, we say bumped this. Okay, and that's the sound linking. And call the doctor. There's an E here and a THE. So that was a consonant omission, and I'll say just omit the. Just say call the doctor. Okay? And the doctor. And the doctor. Okay? So with words like this, I'll teach them that, and it was always easier for them to catch on quickly. Okay? They were able to speak at least somewhat like a native, when they finished the first lesson. Now, and activities and games that I recommend will be like something like finger playing. Okay, this is quite common. Okay, how to demonstrate this? Can you hold this one? Okay, like the three little monkeys, I would say, three little monkeys jumping on the bed. one fell off and bumped his head. So I would teach them, actions for them to memorize the lyrics too. Okay. So simple rhymes like that can be really effective, when we're teaching them songs. And circle and sing. This is more girly like. You have more girls, and you probably do that. Okay. Basically, just students gather in a group and then just go around, and sing. Okay. It's usually one of the choosing runs. One of the choosing runs. You ever heard of it? Like at the end of it, like eeny, meeny, miny, mo, that kind of thing. Okay. And then jump rope rhyme. If you have a jump rope ready, you can have the class, get into groups and have the kids jump rope and whilst doing the rhymes. Okay, it's more fun. Okay, and also more challenging. All right, the kids find it more challenging. And ball bouncing rhymes. Boys love this. Okay, give them a ball and ask them to bounce the balls according to the rhythm. Okay, they have to do that. It's quite challenging. They find that they have to, do two things at the same time. So, and clapping rhyme is also fun. Clapping rhyme is one of my favorite. Like the Sailor song. Okay, like for example, like sailor went to sea, like that's a fun clapping rhyme. And because Taiwanese kids have never experienced, well, they have jump rope, but ball bouncing rhyme and clapping rhyme is non-existent in our curriculum. So for them, it's quite new. It's something that they never tried before, and it usually yields good results with the kids. If like after that whole lesson, if you ask them, what is the most memorable thing? They will tell you, oh, it's the clapping rhyme, because I had so much fun there. Okay, and so finger play, I gave you some examples. This one I did already. I'm trying to hurry up so you guys have time to go home. Circle and sing. Okay. This is Margaret. What's the right word?
Hokey pokey.
Hokey. Oh, hokey. Yeah. You put your right hand in, and it's quite easy. Yeah. When you're teaching body parts, you can switch it with anything you want. Okay. Right shoulder, right ear, right eye. You see a lot of funny, the kids trying to make it, put their eyes like this, it's kind of fun. And jump or rhyme, okay? Teddy bear, turn around. Teddy bear, touch the ground. They have to do as the rhyme says. So they have to turn around means they have to turn around while they're jump roping and touch the ground and try to touch it. And show your shoes, you have to do it with one leg, and that will do, all right? And ball bouncing rhyme, okay? Like number 1, touch your tongue. Number 2, touch your shoe. It's a very simple rhyme, but these rhymes, they're fun to work with, okay, with the little kids. And let's see, clapping rhymes. I did this already. Sailor. The last one. Okay, this is a great class activities that I want all of you guys to participate. This is the last thing we do for this orientation. So if you guys can all stand up, please. All right. This is also a song. Okay. Okay. Basically, it's repeating. Okay. I sing one verse. I sing one sentence, and you sing after me. My man came back.
My man came back
from old Japan.
from old Japan.
And she brought with her.
And she brought with her
A big hand fan.
a big hand fan.
And when they sing that, they have to start fanning themselves, okay? And don't stop. And don't stop, okay? And then next one, go. My aunt came back.
My aunt came back
From old Algiers.
from old Algiers.
She brought with her.
And she brought with her
A pair of shears.
a pair of
You
shoes.
have to do this. Alright, don't stop and keep doing it. Alright, into the next verse. My aunt came back.
My aunt came back
From Holland too.
from Holland
And
too.
she brought with her.
And she brought with her
A wooden shoe.
a wooden shoe.
Don't stop until it's like. My aunt came back.
My aunt came back
From Niagara Falls.
from Niagara
And
Falls.
she brought with her.
And she brought with her
A ping pong ball.
a ping pong
They
ball.
have to do this, and the kids will go crazy at the time.
Try to keep
And
all
then,
four going.
yeah, and the last one go. My aunt came back
My aunt came back
from Timbuktu.
from Timbuktu.
And she brought with her.
And she brought with
This
her
time, gracefully step aside and point at the kids, said, Some clowns like you. Like that. So that's a fun activity for you to do. Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. So if you finish with the evaluation, please give it to Arthur. Okay. If we haven't collected the contract from you yet, please let us know. If not, is there anything you guys want to add? Coordinators? Coordinators, do you want to add anything? No? Okay. So I guess we're all done. We can call it a day. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Ari, mind if I look at your lanyard? I couldn't see from far away your lanyard, your people. Because you said you're Filipino.
Yeah.
See, I was starting to like your hair.
Wildcats. Yes, screw you.
Bear down. Scum devil. No, it's funny. I mean, think of it. Like, what are the odds, right?
Yep.
No, man, I still like it. We could put all that aside. I mean, we're far away.
Yeah.
I'd rather put it aside. You look like a cool guy.
Oh, thank you.
Just thought I'd point it out. I was like, I can't really.
So, Leo. Hammer. Tucson sucks.
Way better than Phoenix. Hey, at least we don't have to go through 120 whatever degree weather you guys were.
No, you only go through 115 whatever degree weather.
Oh, that's better.
Don't worry. I'll tell her because she's coming back now. So I'll tell her that.
Actually, Tucson is a little bit nicer than Phoenix in many ways.
We got it.
Definitely, it's smaller, so it's not so overwhelming all the time.
You guys have a lot more cool places to go to, man. We're boring. We're very boring.
Tucson's a little bit more on the politics side. Tucson's better than
And
Phoenix.
hey, Nohi is right there. Nohi's an hour away. Dallas, Mexico, Friday night, beer runs, nightclubs, it's right there, man.
Personally, I think on the politics side, Tucson is better than Phoenix.
Really? How come?
Because Tucson's a little bit more progressive than Phoenix is.
Oh, I'm glad. I have a cousin that lives in Phoenix, but I don't get to visit too much.
Yeah, it's just like,
I have to admit that when I was a freshman, I was one of the freshmen that painted your A Mountain. That painted over your A Mountain.
but then Phoenix, when I graduated, the fireworks show set a mountain on fire.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, here we go. Okay, you're welcome.
Josh,